Steve Reynolds,
Here.
Lanny Smith,
Here.
Barry Stock,
Here.
Jody Walker,
Here.
and Scott Summers.
Here.
Okay, so we have a quorum. At this point, the next item is the if there's an amendment, if someone has an amendment they want to add to the, or delete from the agenda, or a motion to adopt the agenda as is.
I make a motion, we adopt the agenda.
Okay,
I second.
okay. Motion by Jody Walker, second by Lanny Smith. All those in favor, please raise your hand. Looks like it's unanimous. Okay, at this point, I'm going to turn the meeting over to Nancy, and she's going to go through the process of the elections. All the paperwork.
All right, I just thought we should review how we handle, I'll talk about that in 1 sec. I thought we should review how we handle officer elections so everybody's on board. So it's page 2 of your packet. If you just want to look at it with me, I kind of want to run through it quickly. Everything is done by secret ballot, and you see the ballots in front of you. One set of ballots is nominate, so nominate president, vice president, and so on. One set of ballots is elect. So please, when we're nominating, we use the nomination ballot, and when it's in red, nominate red. And elections is green, use that when we elect, okay? So again, secret ballot, Chris will be picking up your ballots. No nominations from the floor. Election for each officer follows in seniority: president, vice president, secretary, treasurer, assistant secretary, and assistant treasurer. The current president will start the meeting, and once the president is elected, that Kathy will sit in the audience or wherever she wants, and the president will take over by Scott. So you've already, all your ballots are distributed in front of you in the 2 piles. Each director receiving a vote is nominated for that office, so you can also put your name in there. Let's see, you will be asked, once we receive the votes up here, you will be asked if you're willing to serve, and if you are not, say no. If you are, say yes. Then that will be, you will be then on the electing ballot. So whoever receives the majority vote is elected for the position. And if we need to do it more because there's ties, I have extra, so we will hand out the extra to you if there's ties that we need to break. And I think that covers it, so I just want to make sure you are all on board with that. So we can begin with the nomination of president. So if you could get your nominating ballot, fill out who you think should be president, fold it in half. Chris will come by, pick it up. We will then count it, and I will put the numbers on the board, on the screen. All right. Okay. So I'm going to do it in alphabetical order. Have to know the order.
No, thank you.
Mark Hillier, are you willing to serve as the president?
Well, I'm not sure who nominated me. Obviously, it was a person with excellent judgment, or four people with excellent judgment, but that's yes.
Yes.
For God's sake.
I'd like to move for a 10-minute recess.
Second.
Attendant, why?
A 10-minute recess.
For what purpose, Mark?
Walk around, ponder the infinite, think of things, discuss.
Madam Chair,
Yes.
for purposes of discussion, are you opening up for discussion on the motion?
Sure, go ahead.
I think we should proceed with the second ballot. I think we have a lot of activity to do for this business meeting, and I think we should proceed.
Okay. In the past elections of officers, we have proceeded, even though there was a tie, we took a second, a third, and sometimes even a fourth ballot. So let's proceed with the ballots, please.
You've got a motion and a second. There's been no vote on that motion.
That's right. Okay, all those in favor of taking a 10-minute recess, please raise your hand. 1, 2, and there's 3. All those opposed, please raise your hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And there are 7. I shouldn't have even raised my hand. I'm not on this board anymore. So there were 7 that opposed, so we will not be taking a 10-minute recess at this point, so we'll go ahead with the next vote. Nancy, I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you said. Could you speak into the microphone?
No. Not on.
Is it on now? There we go.
Okay.
Sorry about that. Okay, some of them will say, I've crossed out nominate and we'll say elect on it. So just use the one that Chris just handed out to you. And I'll keep track of it that way.
Okay, thank you.
Can't open it. Okay. What do we?
just need, somebody just needs 6. and it's done.
5-5.
500,
Just a
yeah.
minute. So it says in 223B, it says balloting should be repeated as many times as necessary to obtain a majority vote for one candidate. So we will vote again.
So we'll go another round.
I'd like to move again for a 10-minute recess.
Sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4. All those opposed, please raise your hand. 2, 3, 4, 5. And 5 and abstain? 1 abstain. So we will not take a recess. We'll keep on voting.
Okay, I apologize. I again don't have enough extras, so please vote on what Chris is handing out. We'll make sure it's for the president. Here, so we'll just make sure I keep them straight. That's the point. We've lost some of them. Okay, thank you. My spreadsheet to over there in the office here, maybe. I kind of need them cut too. That's if we have any more. Okay, so we'll see here. Okay, what do we have there? Okay. We need to vote again.
Next round.
I'm going to move again for a 10-minute recess.
All those in favor of a 10-minute recess, please raise your hand. 4. All those opposed, please raise your hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, and abstain.
Because I'm sharing.
Get the sugar, I go.
I do, but because I'm sharing, I can't get to it.
Stimulates the neurons.
Thank you, Candy.
It's in a file. It's okay. I'm gonna stop sharing.
We might be here a while. It's nourishment.
Just a sec. Where is it?
That's kind of hairy too. That's a little hairy too.
I don't know where I put it. Oh, here, let me take this, sorry. Hold on. I'm just gonna go back. That's what you want. Okay. Thank you. Here we are. Okay, so we'll vote again.
Okay, good thing we're retired.
I move that we have a 10-minute recess.
All those in favor of a 10-minute recess, please raise your hand. 3, I'm sorry, raise your hand again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means all in favor, all oppose having a 10-minute recess, please raise your hand. 2, 3, 4. All abstained? You're abstaining, okay. So we have 5 to take a 10-minute recess, 4 voted opposed, and 1 is abstained. So I guess we'll take a 10-minute recess.
Now I gotta figure out where I found I don't know where I put it. Where would I have put it? Okay. Gosh dang, I don't know where I would have put it. It's maybe right here. Let me see. I have this, I have that. Oh, there it is. Okay. What is it? Hey, Chris, you know, who's in the, who should I send it to? Linda? Linda Pearson? Bergman,
Linda Z.
why don't I have her spell?
Or just Linda Z. Yeah, there you go.
There we go, okay. Cut. Watch, we don't need it, but anyway, where did I put it? I had it here, and I need to save it.
How many you want?
File, save as, I'm just gonna do desktop. Come on. Desktop. Okay, and then I'm gonna go, insert, and then, how many should we print? Print 10?
Sure.
Yeah, print 10, print 10. Okay, print 10. Thanks for the paper clips, Randy, that helps. Oh, where's the other one? What? Oh, or. I hope it doesn't happen the rest of the time.
Well, I don't know if she's good, but I know she's golf. David golf. I think girl might be one. Is this real?
Chance might be keeping track of minutes. I figured about 4 minutes,
So
maybe 5.
Oh, did I look at 10:44 or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, and here Kathy, well, I could say this too. If there is stalemate persists, the rules may be suspended in order to consider alternatives such as eliminating the candidates with the lowest number. Well, that's not there. A motion to suspend the rules is not debatable and requires a two-thirds vote to pass.
Scott and I were talking, because we've changed the CPM for the general election, if there was a tie, that would be the thing to follow. Is
The coin toss. Good, good. Okay, great. That sounds good. It's not in color.
Some of them say I had her take off this, but then she only did on the bottom two, so.
Awesome. I think it was 10:44. Yeah, 10:44. Okay, and I just told Kathy, so, but this, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So are Lanny and Bart out digging out, come back with black eyes.
No way. Wow. Is she gonna do it? Oh, you can recruit people who aren't GVR? So what's the prize? What if you win? I should paywalls out there.
Thank you for doing that.
So wait, our members doing it? Oh, wow. And where are we doing this at? Really? Oh, wow. Wow.
This is a 2-minute mark, guys.
Aw.
That's a good answer.
Why is Nellie so worried about? No. I have a whole closet full of that. Aw. No one would know. That's true.
To call roll call again. Technically, yes.
Okay, Kathy.
Okay.
Okay, 10 minutes is up. Dale, as long as you're back there, would you mind telling the gentleman in room 2 that everybody's ready to go?
That's exactly what I think you'll do. You can go chair, vice chair. Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen. Is there anything you'd like to share with us?
I'd like to move to reopen nominations for the president position.
Okay.
Is there a second?
I second the motion.
Do you want to vote on that motion, Kathy?
Well, I don't know that we need to have a vote. We adjourned for 10 minutes and we're back.
But the motion came up.
You've got a motion and a second.
All those in favor of opening the nominations again, please raise your hand. Not nominations, voting.
No, nominations.
Nominations? Okay. It appears to be unanimous.
What,
All right, you all want to vote this time
So we're nominating president.
to reopen the election?
okay, oh, okay. So these are for a nomination for president. Nomination.
Okay.
I'm going to write that on my slip. Is that a good idea, Nancy?
What?
Yes, thank you.
What?
I'm going to erase the board.
All of them
No,
would
I'm gonna
change
go
then.
lower.
Okay.
Nominating president. Put candy.
Yes, right here, so. Okay, how many do you have? 2, 3, 4, okay. Okay, let's do this. Yeah. Okay. How many do we have? Can you count those? Bart. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Candy English, are you willing to serve as president?
Yes, I am.
Thank you. Bart Hillier, are you willing to serve as president?
No.
Thank you. And Lanny Smith, are you willing to serve as president?
No.
Okay, so we still need to hold an election, so please, here comes Chris with some more election voting. We need to elect now the president. Even though it is just Candy, that's how the rules work. You're getting in more steps than you thought.
For all of those of you that are questioning that, one year we had one person running for the president, and because there was only one person, we did not take a vote, and we had to come back at the next meeting and take a vote. So it's a procedure that needs to be done.
They are, okay. Oh. Okay. So congratulations, Candy English, you'll be the president.
Oh, Candy, you need to come up here and take your place because you're going to be running the rest of the nominations and elections.
Do I have a gavel?
Well, sorry. No, not today.
You can just smack Scott on the head.
That's usually what presidents do.
Can I have a 10-minute recess to move on?
Welcome.
Hi.
Hey. Surprise.
Okay. We're going to continue voting for the other officers, and thank you, everybody, for voting for me. Oh, okay. Change your name tag. Okay, so where are we at?
Okay,
We're
so
still
now
on
you
vice
have
president, right?
We are on vice president.
your nomination for vice president.
Okay, we are now moving on to nominations for vice president. So make sure you look at your nomination ballot. You should vote.
Love to. As long as it's secret.
Thank you. You're welcome. Can't say anything.
Have I done or not? Oh, wow. We're all over the board. Um, Two. Okay, I'll move to Lenny next. Three, and then Lenny. Okay, sorry, and then Dave Barker. Whoops, I should have put him up there. Lenny had two? I want to double check that one for me. So Lenny had two. Thank you. And then I have one more. Right? Or I have, no, I have another one. Okay. Yeah, never mind. Bart, right? Okay, I'll start at the top. Barry Stock, are you willing to serve as vice president?
This time.
Steve Reynolds, are you willing to serve as vice president?
Yes.
Lenny Smith, are you willing to serve as vice president?
No.
Dave Barker, are you willing to serve as vice president?
Thank you, no.
Nellie Johnson, are you willing to serve as vice president?
No.
And Bart Hillier, are you willing to serve as vice president?
Yes.
Thanks. Okay, so now please do your election card for vice president.
Yeah.
Madam Chair, we're out of ballots because we've been using the different ones.
No,
So are we okay on the? Okay,
yes,
got
you
it.
should have your set still there. And we were handing out other ones earlier.
Yeah. I was assistant secretary. No, treasurer. Yeah, he was secretary, assistant secretary. He was. We did. I was yeah.
Steve, we have a Steve.
Here. Maybe you didn't get it. It's the last one. Probably 5-5. Probably 5-5.
All right, thank you. Steve Reynolds will serve as the vice president.
No. Thank you.
Now we'll move into, one moment. Secretary, please use your nomination for secretary.
Perform the duties. You know, this didn't go right. Just if I had known Barry was going to do that. You want to be the treasurer? You do? Okay.
Oh, wait. Here, here, here. Chris, Jody. Okay. Barry Stock, are you willing to serve as a secretary?
Not this time.
Thank you. Jody Walker, are you willing to serve as a secretary?
No, thank you.
Chris McCormick, are you willing to serve as a secretary? Nellie Johnson, are you willing to serve as a secretary?
No.
Christy McHugh, are you willing to serve as a secretary?
Okay, Christie.
Oh,
Yes.
jeepers.
Yes.
Yes, thank you.
Yay. Good job.
Thank you, Christy. Okay, so please vote for your elections for secretary.
So we have to actually do the election. No.
Okay.
Put their names out first and then start asking them if they'll, if they'll do it, because I think Judy would have run if she had realized there was only gonna be one other, if she.
Oh, I see, put them
Are we voting for him?
all up and then ask them.
What's this,
Okay, sounds
treasurer?
good, thank you.
Treasurer's next. That's treasurer.
Oh, did I get you the wrong one?
Yeah. You want to do secretary. We're elect,
Oh, we're voting. I'm,
elect secretary, which you've already done. Elect secretary.
oh, here it is. Sorry. Sorry.
It's elect secretary. Right?
Yeah, I'm getting confused. Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
All right, thank you. Christy McHugh will be secretary.
Okay.
The only person to get.
And then election treasurer, please nominate for the election treasurer, the treasurer. Okay. Okay, Nellie Johnson, are you willing to serve as a treasurer?
Yes.
Art Hillier, are you willing to serve as a treasurer?
No.
And Lenny Smith, are you willing to serve as a treasurer?
Yes.
Okay, please do your election card, or Nellie or Lanny.
That surprises me. It's good. Okay.
All right, thank you, Lanny. You will be the treasurer.
Thank you. Good job, Manny.
Okay, please now use your nomination card for assistant secretary.
Nomination secretary. Who wants to do this?
Assistant secretary.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, here. Okay. Where's my mouse?
What if the market collapses? There's not. Who would you want on your fiscal affairs? Kathy, bachelor.
And is that fine if I just put Chris MC?
There you go. Secretary, Chris.
Oh, sorry.
Chris would be secretary. Why would he be assistant secretary?
Okay, Barry Stock, are you willing to serve as assistant secretary?
No.
Thank you. Bart Hillier, are you willing to serve assistant secretary? Dave Barker, are you willing to serve as assistant secretary?
Thank you, no.
Chris McCrummon, are you willing to serve as assistant secretary?
Thank you, no.
And Jody Walker, are you willing to serve as assistant secretary?
Only if Christie says she won't go on vacation. So that's a yes.
Okay, please use your election card to vote for
Jody's the only one.
assistant secretary.
You fit in for the treasury. All the dues. As long as the- I don't know what it will be. Yeah. Yeah. Teddy Ward knows that.
Okay, thank you for serving. Jody Walker, assistant secretary. All right, last one is. Last one, assistant treasurer.
Jeez, Chris. Chris. Barry, maybe? Barry. Barry.
Crosses my mind.
Really put him on the fiscal affairs, that would put him on the fiscal affairs video. Yeah. Could tear off a piece of paper. Just tear off a piece of paper here.
I got
Here.
it.
You can
Well,
fold
it's
it
not
up.
a real,
It's okay.
this is election. This is election.
Yeah, to elect the assistant treasurer. Oh, not a good day. Not a good day for either.
Okay, Nellie Johnson, are you willing to serve as assistant treasurer?
Yes.
Bart Hillier, are you willing to serve as assistant treasurer?
Yes.
And Barry Stock, are you willing to serve as assistant treasurer?
No.
Okay, thank you. Please do your last card for elections for assistant treasurer.
So we only have one. It's, Nellie say yes?
No.
She said yes?
No, it's a yes.
Okay, vote her. I don't think so.
Mine's a piece of paper.
Still counts. Thanks.
What's this? Who is that? Oh, no. Okay, here we go again. Okay, I'm going to hand this out, or Chris is. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and just ignore what's written on there. We're voting for assistant treasurer between Nellie and Hart.
You have to tear your piece. Oh, you're gonna
No,
get,
I
oh,
already
you're
got
gonna
one.
get, you're gonna get a real
Got a
one.
nice
You get a
plain
real
one.
one.
Might as well leave a few of them.
One or two? Oh,
Two.
look at me.
That's why you're the prize.
Yeah, I know. I can be that way too. Human. You gotta remember we're human.
Okay, thank you. Nellie will be the assistant treasurer. And give big round of applause for Chris Zubicki. The runner.
Well, you're in good hands. You're in good hands.
So, okay, thank you, everybody, and thanks to myself and Steve and Christy and Jody and Lanny and Nellie. Thank you for serving for this upcoming year.
Our next item on our agenda is a discussion on the tentative board annual calendar, and we will have Scott Summers start us off with that.
Very briefly, on page 5 is a full calendar for the entire year. You'll note that no months or meetings have been tentatively canceled at this point because we didn't want to assume what the board was interested in doing. In years past, the board has chosen to take off, is it July? Yeah. July.
And December.
And December.
Yes.
So that's certainly an option. There's been motions in the past to have one meeting a quarter. So there are.
Scott, that's not irrational, is it? That's all that's required by the bylaws, I believe.
That is what the bylaws say. This is true. Yes, that's a good point. So this is really a discussion for you. You're going to be asked to approve this tentative calendar on April 22nd. So you don't have to make it, we're not asking you to make a decision today, but maybe throw out some ideas. Do you like the idea of taking July and December off again?
Yes.
Should we present a draft calendar then that removes those? We can do that. Any other suggestions? We've heard from Director Hillier. Thank you, Director Hillier.
Yeah.
Well, my first remark was facetious. It does seem to me that the board meeting roughly every 60 days, roughly every other month, ought to be enough. I'll leave it at that. Thanks.
I think Nellie has a question.
Nellie?
I think we're a $12 million corporation, so to think that we can meet less than 10 times a year when we have budget sessions that are due every other month, I don't think the calendar would work. So that's something, so there's not a motion on the table for that. I would like to talk about the first part of the calendar, and that relates to our next meeting on April 8th. Basically, the bylaws change the way that we select committee members. And so with that, I think we should look at the meeting calendar. And I would suggest that we move the meeting calendar by 1 week and meet April 1st so that the president can come forward and elect the chairs. And then our April 8th meeting, we can, as a board, we now select the committee members. If we meet April 8th, then that activates the committees, and we usually do have a finance meeting and investment meeting. That happens in the third week, and so the timing would work for those two meetings to happen before the meeting on April 22nd. So I would say with the changes in the bylaws, with the new process that is in place, that I would, and I'd actually make a motion that we move the first meeting to move it up by 1 week. April 8th becomes the meeting for April 1st, and that allows for the selections of the chairs to be announced at that time.
Do we have a second for Nellie's motion?
Well,
I'll second it.
it can be motioned, sure.
Okay, Steve seconded it.
Can I ask a question? Is there not an orientation on the 1st?
Scheduled for the.
It's on the 8th. I would move the orientation, could move up as well.
Can you clarify, the orientation would move to the 1st?
That could be an option, that we move the calendar one week ahead.
I have a question. What has changed?
Jody,
What
go
has
ahead.
changed in the bylaws that would require this movement that we've done in past years, that we've always done the chair and the committees? So is it just because of it being done by the whole board instead of just the chair and the president?
I can jump to the next item if you'd like, but no, it's fine. I think it's relevant. So the next item, which is 3C, and so I'm going to some degree read this, but board directors are eligible to serve as chairs of committees and serve as a member on a committee or two. The bylaws and the corporate policy manual provide guidelines for the process. Board directors interested in a chair position should speak with the president. At the special meeting, and it's up for grabs now, April 1st or April 8th, the board would approve the chair positions which were nominated by the president. After those chairs are selected, we're anticipating, because we're somewhat of a transition period, that the committee chairs that are selected, the CEO and the president will meet to discuss the applications for each of the committees and then recommend a slate of members for those committees, and that recommendation would then move forward to a future date. We've got it scheduled for the 22nd for approval of that, but we could certainly move that up if that's the pleasure of the board. So that's the difference.
Okay. To me, I don't think it's that big of a deal that we decide the chair of the committee and the committee in one meeting.
Bart?
Thanks. I guess I have a question for Candy. April 1st is a week from today, I believe. Is that right? Is that enough time for you to assemble the kind of the lists that we're talking about? I mean, I don't think it would be enough time for me, but you are a more capable person than I am. And is that enough time?
Stand by.
I think we can pull it together. You'll have to figure out who the chairs are. But that's fairly easy. So you wouldn't be selecting your committee members at this point. You would really just be selecting the chairs on the 1st. I think that's the easy lift. I'm a little concerned. We've got the orientation already scheduled for the 8th. We've got the attorney dialed in to present on the legal aspects of it. We've also reached out to 2 of the 3 consultants that have submitted proposals for the strategic plan to present their proposals on the 8th in the afternoon. And I think to move that up a week for next Wednesday is just too soon. They've already said the 8th works for them, and I'm not comfortable, and I don't think they're going to be prepared to do that by the next week. Again, if you want to have a special meeting just on the 1st to hold election of or approval of your chairs, you can certainly do that, but that's, again, a board call.
Natalie?
Madam Chair, I'd modify my motion not to move the orientation up to the 1st and just to hold the chairs selection on April 1st.
Do we have a second for the amended motion?
It's like a friendly amendment. Okay.
Okay, are we ready to vote for that amendment? To just move to to select the chairs on the 1st and keep everything else the same?
Do we have a time that we would be doing this meeting on the 1st?
It's 2 o'clock.
Okay, can we vote on the 1st to meet for the chairs? That was the motion.
That's the motion.
Okay, all in favor, raise your hand, please. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All opposed? 3. Okay, so we'll move it up on the 1st to decide the chairs of the committees.
So what that means is if you're interested in a chair position, you need to get with President English very quickly and let her know what your interests are. And then the board on the 1st will be asked to approve those nominations.
And that meeting is going to be on at 2 o'clock?
I would expect, just because that's consistent, I would
Okay.
recommend you keep it at 2. Barry Stock have a question.
Barry, I'm sorry.
Since I'm new, and has it been general past practice that we need a work session in a committee meeting every month? And also, with the strategic planning process that's going to commence, are those going to be meetings in addition to these meetings, or are they going to be held on work session dates?
You know, we schedule probably the worst-case scenario in our calendar so that at least we've got work sessions and board meetings scheduled so that you're, calendaring, anticipating we're going to have those meetings. But the past practice is if there isn't a need, for example, and the president and I have worked together to say we don't need a work session on this day or we don't need a meeting on this day, then we've been able to move that forward. I think we do need to amend our CPM still to allow that technically to occur. And that's on our list of things to do. I would anticipate at a minimum will be using those work sessions to help put together the strategic plan at this point. But I would ask you to recognize there may be additional meetings. And so that's why we make sure that you understand this is a tentative calendar. I think once you've selected your consultant, staff will then work with those consultants to put together a draft calendar and make sure that it works with your schedules. What time? Okay. The meeting on April 1st will be moved to room 2. We have an event in here that day. So since it's a pretty small special meeting, I'm not expecting a huge crowd. I think room 2 will be adequate.
Will that meeting be open to the public?
It is.
Okay, good.
Yep. And it'll be televised via Zoom as well. Yeah. If there's no, I'm sorry, Katie.
Yes, I think, do we need to go back to the calendar discussion since we kind of jumped forward to go to the meetings?
I have a question about the calendar.
Go ahead.
So the suggestion being made is July and December board meeting would not be held, is that
That's been the past practice.
past practice?
We try to give you a little time off now and then.
Right. So I took a look at, and Scott, thank you for presenting us all those hours and days that we spent in board meetings and work sessions. Truly appreciate that. I do believe that as a volunteer board, we probably have too many meetings, and I think that's why in the CPM we have a recommended guideline with regard to the meetings. And I think we as a board need to consider holding the number of board meetings closer to the recommended number in the CPM as opposed to increasing the number of board meetings. There's nothing in this organization, quite frankly, once an operational budget is approved, it's done, it's baked. There's not all that much we can do. So unless there is a significant reason to hold a board meeting, I would leave it to the board president and the CEO to do their best to minimize the number of board meetings that we have. Because to Barry's point, we are going to be heavy duty in strategic planning and work sessions. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'll spend my time in the boards in those work sessions, but I think we simply need to meet the minimum at most the minimum requirement in the CPM of the board meetings.
Barry?
I would support that, and also, having served on the couple committees, our committees should be doing a lot of the grunt work, and I know they do. So let's leave that work at the committees, and if they really believe some item needs to come before the board, hopefully we could schedule it in one of the fewer meetings.
Steve?
I remember last year we labored over the schedule, and if I recall, it was a lot easier to remove meetings from the schedule than it was to add. So even though we might have a list of meetings, we can, the president and CEO will be able to choose to delete those meetings if we don't need to meet. So I just wanted to throw that out.
Any more comments?
I don't think you need one yet.
I don't? Okay.
You'll be asked on 22nd. My mic is not on. So sorry. So we'll move that approval process to the 1st of April for the calendar, when you approve your tentative calendar.
Okay, next we're ready to move on to action item D, which is to approve CFO Dave Dixon as authorized GVR representative for banking purposes. And that's presented by David Webster.
I move approval of the motion.
Second.
Test, this is simply so Dave can be made an authorized signer at the bank.
Okay, so we've made a motion and it's been seconded, so all in favor, please raise your hand. Okay, unanimous, thank you. Thank you for members in the audience. Do you have any comments from today's meeting or any comments? Come on up. Please state your name and membership number.
Just get out of here. She is that rare person, board member who is censured by the board.
It's been a few years since I've been on this side. Bev Lawless, 237580, I think. And I just want to remind whoever's in charge of the investment committee, and well, actually the rest of the board, since you're now all deciding that investment meetings are quarterly, and they typically at least attend some of them in person, and I believe they attend in April in person, usually. So that committee needs to get off the ground and get running as soon as they can. Thank you.
Thank you, Bev. Anyone? Anyone?
I make a motion, we adjourn.
Second.
Okay, all in favor to adjourn, please raise your hands. Adjourn. Unanimous, thank you very much. It should be an exciting year.